Hey guys, so I have a couple errands to run today, and of course, I'm going to take you guys with me. So let's go. But first, look how cute this t-shirt is. I got this thrifting, which I do quite often. So let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see me do a thrifting haul. Okay, first up, as per usual, we have to go to our local plant vendor. She was having a sale as normal. But I really needed some pothos plants. Well, I really wanted a pothos plant because I don't have a lot of them at home, and I really like them because obviously they drape down and they vine like you're in a jungle, and I like that. But I also saw this plant, and she told me the name, but I literally cannot remember what it's called. But I thought that was super cute, and so I picked that up as well. Next, I got hungry. As always, and so I stopped at a local cafe called Baked. They do Belizean coffee, Belizean pastries, and it's super cute in there, and it's in my neighborhood and it's really affordable, so I decided to grab some breakfast. I got an iced latte and a Belizean Johnny cake. Let me know, in your country, do you guys make pastries like this where it's like fluffy, doughy, flowery goodness? And that was the pick-me-up I needed because my next stop was Benny's, which is a hardware store, because I'm now venturing onto the project of building my first greenhouse. There's a friend of mine whose husband is a carpenter, and he gave me a list of the materials that I am going to need in order to build the greenhouse, and one of those things is, of course, the greenhouse plastic. And I'll insert a couple photos here to show you the inspo that I have, but a lot of those materials I really can't get accessibly. So greenhouse plastic was the next best alternative, and this was only like $50 for like 100 yards, and I thought that was a pretty good deal. And they were having a discount day that day, so that was also a plus. So I got it for a little less than the usual price. Next, I went upstairs because from the inspo pictures you saw that it had a door, and so I went upstairs to look at the door selection, but this was literally a fail. Even though they had all these really nice options, the one that I ended up liking the most was actually an inside door. Like, you use that door inside, so it can't be outside exposed to the elements. So I literally spent an hour in there and I couldn't find a door. And so the recommendation from the sales assistant was that I go to one of the Mennonite vendors. So we have a really large Mennonite community in Belize, and they do carpentry, they do produce, and they have pop-up vendors throughout the week. They come in from the Cayo area to Belize City, and they have their stores, and they're actually really affordable. So the doors that they had were nice as well, but they weren't exactly what I was looking for. But when I spoke to the sales assistant in the store, he mentioned that they do custom work. So I gave him the inspiration pictures that I had, and he mentioned he'd get back to me with a quote on the custom door that I want. Next, as you can see, it started raining, but the journey continues. I ended up going to Mikado because I want to learn how to sew. And so I thought I could I don't know. I want to learn how to sew. So I went to buy a sewing machine, and this was the one that I settled on. And I really have no idea what I'm doing. So I looked up a couple videos, and with Wendy said that there are a couple things that you need in a sewing machine. And this angel that you're looking at right now, Miss Anna, was super helpful. She showed me how to thread the bobbin and use the different features on the machine. So I feel a little less intimidated, and even more excited to start my sewing journey. Let me know if you want to see me do sewing projects on this channel as well. Next up is a store called Carnivore, which is they do local meats and local artisan products from, people in Belize. And they do also do some imported stuff as well. They're like a cute little artisan shop. But I was there on a mission because I really, really want to try the viral feta cheese pasta. You know the one I'm talking about. So I went to pick up some locally made feta cheese. But I'm going to try to make this for lunch during the week. And yeah. Speaking of lunch, I was feeling really hungry, so I called my mom and we decided to go grab lunch at the Biltmore. My dad couldn't come with us because he had a wedding, so he went to the wedding, and my mom and I went to go grab lunch at the Biltmore Bistro. And we go there quite often. We go there very often, actually. And it's ideal because it's outdoor seating, and as you can see, it's also very, very lush, and they have beautiful gardens, and the staff there is super friendly. They're super friendly. They're very nice. They're very helpful. They're legends. They're amazing. And as you can see, nobody's there, which was, well, at that time. And their menu items, they have quite a lot of things. So if you really don't know what you feel like eating, you're gonna see something that sounds amazing. And so my mom got wings. I stole one of her fries. And I got shrimp tacos, which I'm really not supposed to be eating because I don't know if I'm allergic to shrimp, but whenever I have shrimp, I tend to have an allergic reaction, which you might be thinking, if you have an allergic reaction, you probably are allergic to shrimp, but that's okay. I have medication and I took it when I got home. And like I mentioned, the staff here was so nice. I asked for extra cilantro and they brought it for me. And as you can see, I'm really piling it on because I think that's my favorite herb. I love cilantro. But the food was so good. As always, it was really, really yummy. And it was also nice to be able to spend some time with my mom and, just have a conversation. Last stop is back to my favorite home decor store, Mirab, because I needed a mattress. And as I'm in the process of, waiting on the land to be finished so that I can build my home, I wanted to be able to buy a lot of the bigger appliances and have them ready so that when I'm ready to move in the home, that I have everything set. So I went to Mirab, and of course I have to be distracted by all the really cute Easter decorations and also the pet toys, because I tend to buy a toy for Ivy whenever I see one, because I'm that kind of dog mom. I'm a little annoying. So we were a little bit distracted, my mom and I, because she's the same way. She's like, let's get something for Ivy. So she's an enabler. And then upstairs we go to get the mattress and be distracted. So as you can see, they have a ton of options, and I needed a queen size mattress, and so we're just doing a little bit of sitting down, lying down, seeing how I feel, because I have back issues. I went through like 18 sessions of physical therapy because of an injury that I got last year, and so I really need a mattress that's going to be able to support me while I'm sleeping. And so I tend to like a firmer mattress rather than a soft memory foam or that kind of mattress. So I was doing a lot of trying, but I think this was the one that I settled on because it was the perfect balance between, this is comfy, but it's also firm, so that I know that my back's not going to give out in the middle of sleeping, and then that the next day I won't be able to stand up. And I think I really liked this one because, as you can see, I'm like shifting and really getting comfortable. So that was the one that I went for. And it was well within my budget, so that was also a plus. And then we went to look at the quilts because obviously I'm more of a quilt person rather than a comforter person, and also to get inspiration for when I start my sewing projects. And then it's back home to my Ivy and to chill and relax and enjoy the rest of my Saturday. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. It gives you a little bit of an escape from your own quarantine life. But that's it from me today, and I'll see you in my next one.